Hello, hi. I just got back from a workout. Um, my screen and my face has changed so much. Oh my gosh. But anyway, hope you're having a good day. So I wanted to do an appreciation post today because there's so much that I have to be grateful for. I'm making myself yogurt and oats in the meantime. Um, I don't know if you know the scripture. I'm going to put it on the screen. That speaks about you do not have to worry about anything. Um, if you take that scripture literally, um, because it does say that God is going to take care of everything for you, you actually start to see how much control you have to let go, which can be very scary for those of us who are not used to having no control over our circumstances. So I am learning and have learned in the last couple of months that God is faithful. He stays very faithful to his word, and he has not let me down yet. I've said this to multiple people in my life, but I haven't said this online. That I have the kind of life where I am having to literally put all my faith in what God is going to do, even though I don't know what that is. And a lot of the time, I'm going into it blindly. And then on top of that, every time I've done that, like when I decided it was time to get divorced, or when it was time to move to Cape Town, when it was time to leave my kids, when I went and got my kids and came here, the word that always comes up is that I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. I am reckless. I am abandoning my kids. Like all of these things came up. Just being called stupid and dumb and not knowing what I'm doing for the longest time. And unfortunately, my life is set up in a way where if God says, there's a cliff, I need you to trust me and jump, I jump. But that doesn't change the fact that as someone who wants to control the environment, I freak out and I worry. And I get scared. And the fear can really take over your life if you let it. But one thing that God has been faithful with is regardless of how fearful or afraid I've been, He's shown up time and time again. And guys, when I tell you time and time again, I'm the 11th hour girl. God shows up literally at the 11th hour. When I'm like, yo, things are gonna get bad now. And then he's like, voila. One of the most beautiful surprises that he did this year was the day before my daughter's birthday in January. I was panicking because I'm like, God, we don't got food. I don't even know where we're gonna live. I don't know what's gonna happen. I prayed so hard in the shower that morning, and God gifted her with the best birthday she could have ever asked for. Everything she asked for that she wanted, he gave for her. He provided for her. I was dumbfounded when it happened, because it was also in a way that helped us move, because we needed to move from where we were. But one of the things that I'm very grateful for, and the whole reason I'm doing this video, because I'm now waddling off, is I think I've learned more than anything how important the community is. It's become so interesting to me that we think that God is going to show up in the ways that we want him to show up. And then we walk ourselves into communities sometimes that we don't realize are exactly the people that we need. About a year and a half ago, so I joined one of the most amazing churches I could have ever asked for. It's a small church. The community is pretty close, but the way that they focus on community, it's one of the staple sort of things in the church is focusing on community. They have changed my life. When I walked in those doors in December of 2023, I was so dark, so angry. Oh man, I didn't talk to anybody for about 5 months. And because of the people in that community, I have been able to see God in such a beautiful way. And you know what the most amazing part about that is? Those people have loved on my kids so hard that my children have thrown themselves into absolutely every single thing they could in that church. Like literally everything. They have found every sort of like they want to do leadership now, they want to be in the Sunday school, they want to do all sorts of things. They have just come alive because of the people that have loved on them so hard. If these people have gone out of their way to help us figure out where we're gonna live, how that situation is going to work, literally kept us fed for a lot of the time, who have stood beside us, those who weren't able to physically assist us have given us their ear. And I mean, obviously we're always needing stuff. I have 3 kids, they eat all the time. The church is not responsible for filling all of our needs, but I'm telling you, they have shown up for me in ways that I didn't even know that human beings could. I didn't even know that people could love on you the way that they love on us, the way that they love and appreciate my children, the way that my friends in this community have decided to take on themselves to mentor my children individually. I'm telling you, God is so amazing. He knew what he was going to do by moving us here. Because I didn't move here because I wanted to. There was nothing for me to come to here. If you remember, I was in a homeless shelter in 2023. And this whole time that my kids have been here, I was so terrified that the same thing was going to happen again. But God has been so consistently faithful. And today I just want to I have so much gratitude for the fact that God knows better than me always. No matter how much I'm panicking, no matter how scared I am, no matter how afraid I am, no matter how I'm stressing, my children have reminded me through our experience. They'll come to me and say, "But mommy, God has already done so much for us. Why are you freaking out?" Like verbatim. My kids don't hold no punches. They are very much like me, guys. But it's the most mind-blowing experience. There are things that I find difficult to explain, like how my children have school uniform. People, I have not been able to find work for years, and people have called me stupid for not being able to find work, and I'm just like, if I could, I would. But my children, school uniform has been provided. Their school fees is being covered. Like, my mind is so blown because the support that we are supposed to get, we're not getting, but God has made sure he's provided for us in the places that we need. Like, I'm telling you, till today, there's not been a full day where we haven't had meals. How? I don't know. I honestly cannot tell you how that's happening. But I just needed to share it. And I'm going to share more of what he's done, what he's doing, the things that he's actually leading me towards. But man, if I can tell you, this season has been the most eye-opening. Not that I don't have dark days, and I'm the kind of person who shows up on a dark day. You can see it all over my face. I don't know how to hide my feelings, people. But being part of a community that is so vulnerable, so open, the things that they say to me that sit on my mind, that remind me who I am. So, and they say it in passing. And it has just reminded me that God may seem like he's abandoning you, and I've had days when I've just like, why do you hate me so much? Why won't you open any doors for me? But I'm learning every single day that it's not about the doors. It's not about what I need. It's not about what I think I need. It's about what he's trying to teach me. And I've said this numerous times, and sometimes I forget. I forget completely some days. But he's taught me how to trust him. This season has been all about hunkering down and learning how to trust him. And it's been hard because I haven't trusted anybody for a very long time, especially someone who comes, who's a, I don't know, we call God a him. I found it very difficult because I've been betrayed so much by the people who were supposed to take care of me and the people who I trusted, But God has shown me what true friendship, what true vulnerability, what trusting him looks like in a season when you have no idea what your life is going to look like tomorrow. So today I just want to give gratitude to the people in our church, to my friends, Claudia, Roger, to the people who love on me from afar, Tiffany in the US, Yasmin, who is one of my mentors, to the people who reach out to me to give me encouragement. These people, just by being around or texting me, my friends like Megan, have changed my perspective of life and God so much. I'm so grateful. So I just wanted to share that today.